We're back. We're so back. We're absolutely so back. Green day to start the week. Didn't trade yesterday. Bank holiday. Check out TikTok. Today, $112 P&L. We are back at $424 from the account. We're gonna go over the trade on today, and then of Friday as well. So today I took this short, perfect M structure right here. Can't ask for anything else. Looking at this, obviously, this long looks insane, but I didn't see a reason why we would continue higher. So, I'm happy. I'll take my win and I'll walk away. Anyway, let's go into today. I was very much bearish starting the day because of the following reasons. So let's just hide the joins here. We were trading back here, just to I'll just do it right here. We're trading like this. We're ranging overnight. We didn't really do much. We have this hourly gap that displaced down, meaning that if we want to continue lower, I think our final objectives for the week are this previous week lows. But it felt pretty obvious to me that we were leaving lows right here, and it just, with a new hourly candle opening up, you have such a clear set of lows that I think it's just, there's no reason as to why you wouldn't want to take it. We also have these hourly intermittent lows. Therefore, my bias was, okay, if we respect this hourly and we see moves lower, then I'm going to be bearish. If we disrespect this hourly and we see moves up, I'm going to be bullish. We have targets in both directions. So I was very happy with taking either longs and shorts depending on this reaction. Going into the opening range move here, as you can see, our opening range move was a 5-minute push up into these London highs. We were still within this hourly gap. So now I can show you guys the joins. We are still within these, with trading within the hourly gap. As much as we did trade out of it, this actually set up to be perfect because of the following. Because we opened up this 5-minute gap right here, and if we were to respect this 5-minute gap, then we would maybe see potential higher, for a continuation. If we were gonna disrespect this 5-minute gap, we're gonna see moves lower into this like 8 a.m. low, and then I initially had my final targets at these hourly equal lows, but then these hourly intermittent lows ended up being my final target, which essentially sniped price, which is really lucky for me. Then what do? I go into the 1-minute time frame. I didn't see exactly what I wanted. I wish I would have entered up here. However, we didn't see the structure that I like. This isn't enough of an M for me to take. I can see how we could maybe move higher and then continue lower. We didn't end up doing that. And I saw the following. I saw that this big displacement move up and it started right here, meaning that if we were to, close below this, chances are we're gonna take even lower, meaning that I would be able to enter. I got lucky, and I saw that. I'm not gonna say lucky, but I saw in this structure. I'm not gonna rate this M a 10 out of 10. Not at all, but it is not a bad structure if you know how to use it. We clearly made, we started making, as much as this is a lower low, it's not enough for me to take. I need to see something more, because in the past I've taken stuff like this and I have been stopped out. So I saw the move up, we saw the move down, we saw this move up right here forming a lower high, very clear lower high. Then we see a lower low, boom, I'm in on that trade right there. It's a somewhat decent M formation, not the best, entry. Obviously we're already kind of far down into the range. However, I'm perfectly fine with that because my targets were much, much lower. Our stops were above this 1-minute gap. I didn't want to get stopped out because I could see how we could take out this wick right here and then continue lower. So I thought I would put it a little bit higher up, meaning that we would have some type of decent wiggle room for the trade itself. Now my break even also was at the bottom of this 850, I believe, 850 push up. I'm not sure what this was, but this looks like very news candle-y. So I thought that if we could see a closure below this, I would go break even. That's exactly what happened. This candle just ripped like crazy. I don't even know what that was about. And then we just went straight to take profit 1, which is this internal low, as you can see right here, and then take profit 2 all the way down into these hourly intermittent lows right here. Really solid trade, very, very solid formation. Honestly, can't really complain whatsoever. I mean, as you can see, we have a very clear M right here, right there. So super good way to start the week. Absolutely killing it on both the funded accounts and the live account. Oh, really, really solid day. We ended up moving higher, but you know, like I said, I'll take my win. I can't trade all day. So let's go into Friday's trade. I won also on Friday. I believe it was on NQ. Let me check. Let me take a look here before I say anything. On Friday. Oh, on Friday, yeah. On Friday, I got really lucky. I remember now what happened. On Friday, I got lucky. On my fundeds, I got break even. On the live account, I actually ended up winning, which was, like I said, like really, really fortunate. Really lucky from me that happened. It wasn't the best price action, to be honest with you. It wasn't the worst, though. So what are we seeing here? It was on NQ, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it was on NQ. So let's go to NQ here. So we're on NQ here. What are we seeing? We're reacting off of this hourly gap. I'm a little bit bullish. I want to see us, reach us into this trendline liquidity. So let's go into the 5-minute here and skip ahead a little bit. We also had news at 8:30, meaning that I wanted to see us respect this 5-minute candle. And once we did open, we saw a lot of chop, like a lot of chop. But we make moves down initially, and then we see this like flip up right here, making me believe that we were going to continue higher. Obviously, I didn't take this inversion because that's not what I trade. I wait for my M structure, and it didn't present itself initially. We just ripped straight to take profit there. However, we made a 1-minute BPR right here, and I'm like, okay, perfect. If we want to continue higher, we can react off of these bottom 1-minute gaps and then see continuations into this trendline liquidity. What happens? We kind of consolidate. We make a lower low. Then we make a higher high right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right here. We make a higher high. I enter. My stops are right here, like right below this 1-minute gap at this like most recent lower, higher low. I should have recognized that price was consolidating a lot, so the delivery wasn't going to be great. And my targets were initially these right here, these like PM highs, and then finally this 4-hour gap fill, just for like a 1 to 2R. I think I entered like around here. I got like a 1 to 2R on this. So as you can see, what ends up happening is a mental torture, mental warfare. We're basically edging my stop loss, and then somehow we come back. We come back up, and once I recognize this really terrible signature of price, and it's a Friday, we had news, we're not really want to make moves, we're not delivering the way I want to, I decided to go break even at a 30-minute gap fill right here. There's a 30-minute gap fill right there. I'll mark it right here so you guys can see. 30-minute gap fill right there. Ended up going break even there, as you can see. And I wanted my take profit one to be up here. However, I decided, because of the way that price was moving, that I actually took out my live account position at the very top, like literally right here. However, on my fundeds, I'm like, you know what? I'll let this ride, see if I can get there. And lucky for me, I got break even on my fundeds, but I ended up winning on the live account, which is why, we're back up to the 400 range. Super good trade. I mean, I can't really, I can't complain. This is bad delivery, but this shows that my stop makes sense. We clearly wanted to continue a little bit higher, and we didn't get, stop rated just for us to hit take profit after. We were able to manage through this entire drawdown period, which is really good. So very proud of this trade. I think we ended up like moving higher like later into the day, and if I hadn't gone break even, because my initial break even was at these PM highs, if I hadn't gone break even, like I would have hit take profit one. But honestly, it wasn't worth the stress of the trade, and it wasn't worth waiting on a Friday for something like that, which is why I didn't. Which is why I went break even at that point. Price action just wasn't the best. So yeah, those two trades really solid. I'm gonna show you guys something that I usually don't do. I'll show you guys the Discord so that hold on. I'll show you guys the Discord here so you guys can see that I am being transparent when I tell you about the trades. Let me see. So let's go here. Let's go here, and let's go right here. So here's a Discord. As you can see, on Friday the 13th, I ended up taking 0.5R. Here's the trade execution. Break even at high of day, which is originally the PM highs. I recognize that highly considering going break even just because we're back in profit. I need to recognize consolidation. got break even there. However, on the $100 to 100K, I ended up taking this. As you can see, we got really lucky. Then today, obviously leaning more bearish. I was leaning more bearish, and this is exactly what happened today. We make a move up, then we make a move lower. I call it the short on ES there. Crazy displacement, TP1, TP2. So I just wanted to show you guys, transparency in that sense, where I am actually executing the trade that I'm saying. I'm not just recording this just to record after the fact. So obviously join the Discord down below. There's always a link there for you to join, and check out my TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube shorts. You guys will see more stuff coming out. I'm probably gonna start some type of boot camp soon, depending on how much attention I get. So yeah, I'll leave the trade recap at this. Really good day today. Great way to start the week. I want to get another $1,500 on the funded accounts before I take a payout, so I can still have a little bit of drawdown. But if I don't, then I'll let you guys know too. So I'll leave it at that. Peace out.